I would like to read from my novel To Mix and to Stir, which is the second part of my trilogy about a modern-day alchemist. His name is Hagen Patterson. And Hagen is not only an alchemist, he also has the problem of being possessed by a spirit of sorts. And the spirit is called Alberich. And the scene is he has had a hazardous job on his alchemist part, and he has just barely come out alive out of a hairy situation, but it's not finished yet. He needs to finish this thing. Thank God he had left his keys in his car. He threw the suitcase onto the back seat, and before he left he checked the glove compartment for his real phone. It was still there, his driver's license as well. He moaned in relief, then started the car and drove off as quietly as possible. This wasn't over yet, far from it. He caught a glimpse of himself in the rearview mirror. Several glass splinters stuck in his skin below his left eye, 2 stuck above, and blood trickled down his face and dripped into the collar of his shirt. He looked horrible. He concentrated on the road. Everything was a bit blurry without his glasses. He took his cell phone out and called his mother. Yes? Mom, can you pick up your kids, please? Holy crap, he could hardly speak, thanks to his hurt and swollen tongue. Alberich started to chuckle in his head. Hagen, what's the matter? You sound weird. Person trouble. Alberich chuckled louder. Oh God, what's going on? It's under control, Mom. Just pick up the children. Alberich outright laughed. Hagen, please, Mom. Okay, when will you be home? I don't know yet. I'll come to Chandra's house when I'm finished. Alberich giggled. Why are you talking so weirdly? Emma asked hysterically. Alberich screamed with laughter. Because I almost bit my tongue off. Oh my God, Hagen, what? See you later, Mom. He hung up. Fuck! Then he burst out laughing himself and joined Alberich, who was beside himself with laughter in his head. Hagen drove on and managed to calm down a bit. Can't you repair my tongue too? He thought. No, this is just too funny. Sorry, son. Asshole. They both chuckled some more. What's the plan now? Alberich asked. I have some ideas. I'm looking forward to them, Alberich said with deep satisfaction in his voice. With squealing tires, Hagen drove into the garage of Norm's house, shut the garage door, grabbed the suitcase and sprinted into his lair. His sides still hurt, of course, and his tongue seemed to swell by the minute, but he ignored the pain. He put down the suitcase, grabbed a large vial and started to brew. It was so clear and obvious. Why had he not seen it before? There was a way to speed up the poison and to avoid the side effects, and nobody would find a trace. Was it really possible that Sabrina or the other Inner Circle members did not have this potion? Or had they been holding it back from him? But if so, then why had Sabrina exposed herself to 5 months of danger from Carter? He mixed like a whirlwind, added here, added there, then stirred this and that. The spark, he had it. It glowed strong and fierce inside his chest, and he found himself smiling. This was it. He had missed that feeling even more than a decent round of sex. The feeling of power over the world, that the substances in it were his to command. He brewed and heated. He let the mix cool down and added some more and brewed again. It was finished. The perfect poison, the perfect crime. It would leave no trace and kill in an instant, not in a year. He had understood how it worked, how the world of a body was held together, how to destroy that world in an instant. His power made him shiver with lust. And now Albert and the gardener. What to do with them? He couldn't go on a killing spree now. 1 mysterious heart failure that the police would accept, but 3. So how did he get of those 2? They had to forget him. Oh yes, his old selective amnesia potion. He had never finished it, given up on it, forgotten it, but now he knew how to do it. He uttered a cheer, whipped out the next vial, and brewed the selective amnesia potion for Albert and the gardener. Hagen giggled to himself. They wouldn't remember him, just him. All of their other memories would stay intact. They wouldn't even notice that something was missing from their minds. He brewed and distilled and mixed and stirred. Then he prepared for his return to Carter's house. He made a last check of what he needed. It was all in his pockets, including his second gun. He owned only 2. Well, hopefully he'd get his other one back in a moment. Ready to go, he turned to the door. Drink something. You are completely dehydrated, Albrecht said. Oh shit, Albrecht was right. Hagen stopped next to the wash basin at the side of his workbench and filled a glass with tap water. He set the glass to his lips and tried to drink, but the water felt like liquid fire on his mutilated tongue. He moaned and became aware of all the sources of pain again. His ribs throbbed dully, the left side of his face burned, and now his tongue was the worst wound. He couldn't swallow. Bloody water drooled out of his mouth into the wash basin. Pull yourself together and drink. You have to. I can try to take care of your tongue a bit while you are driving, but you have to drink. Moaning, Hagen put the glass back to his lips and drank somehow, hardly swallowing, and letting the water slip past his tongue down his throat. He had to cough, and coughing was no good at all. It hurt his ribs so badly he seemed to tear apart again. Another glass, come on, that wasn't enough, Al said. Hagen obeyed and drank some more water somehow. He felt weakened from the pain. That wasn't good either. Don't think about it. Get into the car. This is not finished yet. We have to close this before Shelley tells Carter who you and Sabrina are. Yes, I know, Hagen thought back. He put the glass down and hurried out of his cellar and back into his car.